so easily. And it really came as no surprise. You look beyond comparing every time that I came close to making a move. I froze. I always do that, and I know it. If I could only be some kind of poet, if I could have my way with words.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning to all the people watching today our Café Croissant at Fongit together with Geneus. Today is a new great day and a very important week. Why? Because today is the part, our Café Croissant will be a special event because it will be part of the Global Entrepreneurship Week. An incredible gathering for all week long, 180 countries with more than 10 million participants, 40,000 events, all done for all the entrepreneurs. Global Entrepreneurship Week is the global celebration of entrepreneurship and innovation. No matter if you're young, if you're old, if you're successful, if you're a failed entrepreneur, Global Entrepreneurship Week is the place where you can have thousands of events worldwide, activities, competitions. This November month is really dedicated to this and increase the collaboration among all the people and removes barriers and welcome all. So my name is Antonio Gambardella. I'm director at Fongit, and I welcome all the people that for the first time join our event today, and for the people who don't know, and for the people who also already know the way we run this event. I'm very happy to welcome the two persons that will together with me will run the show today, that are very, 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 very busy during this week, because I would call them more like an Iron Man and Iron Woman of the Global Entrepreneurship Week. So welcome to Ingeborg and James. James, voila.
Good morning from the Fongit cafeteria. And here we have Croissant. So just behind me, the real deal. And I don't think I'm alone in having Croissant. Ingeborg, you're there in solidarity.
Yeah, also you see, I saw one. from the cafeteria.
Antonio got an upgrade.
Yeah. So you are really the Iron Man and the Iron Woman of Global Entrepreneurship Week. How many events have you or are you running this week?
Well, the team has run. I think the total of the week will be 8, but in the Global Entrepreneurship Week theme, it will be, I think, 7. No, 6 for the Global Entrepreneurship Week. But our normal events are continuing as well. So.
Wow. And James?
Yeah, I'll be at 8 by the end of this week. It's a real firework of a week with so many different collaborations between all the different support entities around startups in Switzerland. So it's really great to be working with all our colleagues in Geneva at Libérez vos idées, Global Entrepreneurship Switzerland, and meeting a lot of people that are considering startups as their career moving forward, and also seeing some of our startups at Fongit and at Geneus giving back and sharing their experience and what they've learned and their tips and tricks. So it's very energizing as a week. And I encourage everyone online to see what the program is today and tomorrow. There's some excellent events coming up.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for this, and we will find you later in the presentation in this event. Thank you for being here and for sticking around for the good of the entrepreneurs. It's also the 10th year of Global Entrepreneurship Week in Geneva, in Switzerland actually, Only in Geneva, we are going to run about 40 events. University of Geneva is probably the main driver of this initiative. But not only, there are so many other partners. I cannot mention all of those, but more than 40 events in this Libérez vos idées framework of this Global Entrepreneurship Week. And in Switzerland, 13 cities doing this. It's the 10th years of this event that is becoming really a cornerstone week for the entrepreneurs. And with that in mind, we have been thinking about guiding you through this Café Croissant in a particular way, in particular having our startups presenting rather than us. So we prepared for you the showcase of about five examples of startups at Fongit that with some small videos will present a bit their projects and their products. So, but before that, let me start to briefly tell you what is Fongit. For the people who don't know, Fongit stands for Fondation Genevoise pour l'Innovation Technologique, and we are particularly proud of running Global Entrepreneurship Week because Fongit was born in 1991. We are the first innovation platform of this kind in Switzerland and one of the first in Europe. And the story of Fongit is a story and has always been the legacy of entrepreneurs helping other entrepreneurs, of innovators helping other innovators. The story of Fongit comes from the 70s when one entrepreneur of the region here in Geneva, in Plan-les-Ouates, called Jean-Pierre Etter, started his first company and he failed. Then after a few years, he started his second company and he failed again. And the third time he tried, he created LEM, which today is one of the most important companies globally for micro mechanics and micro precision instruments, and is a publicly traded company with thousands of employees and generating a huge impact, economic and social, for Geneva and for the world. So with that in mind, the successful entrepreneurs didn't want to have other entrepreneurs having the same experience of struggling in launching projects. And that is why in 1991, he created Fongit, Fondation Genevoise pour l'Innovation Technologique. And since then, our mission is always the same: helping and supporting entrepreneurs, tech entrepreneurs, to develop their projects and to transform their idea, their invention, their research into economic and viable businesses. So we do that with what we call a full service incubation, which has four main pillars, including office spaces, including administrative back office support, including coaching, and including finance. These four pillars of activity have helped Fongit to support many companies. Today we support more than 80 companies, and together with Geneus, we top up to more than 100 projects supported. So it's an impact. It's a real impact for Geneva, and we're very happy and very proud of what our founder Jean-Pierre Etter back in '91 decided to create for the good and for the development of all the tech entrepreneurs of the region. If you want to know more about Fongit, we will have James that will also remind you afterwards that for all of you that are interested to know a bit more about Fongit, about how we support entrepreneurs, he will be pleased and happy to go through a presentation, dedicated presentation with you about our incubation program. You can write an email at events@fongit.ch, and James and his team and the team will arrange some sort of virtual visit of of our incubator facilities and our incubator support services. So Fongit has been able to support all this company thanks to the help, the financial help mainly of the Geneva state. So the Canton de Genève is our main supporter, and we are very proud of it, and we thank the Canton de Geneva for supporting our activities and helping to deliver so good results. We collaborate extremely well with all the different actors, and we welcome the flourishing local ecosystem, Swiss and Geneva-based ecosystem to grow and to develop. InnoSwiss is one of our main partners as well. We will tell you a bit more about what InnoSwiss is thinking and is actually acting for supporting tech entrepreneurs with its programs. Now, let's enter in more the companies we would like to present you. And we selected few companies that can be representatives of the type of innovation, of tech innovation we support at Fongit and Geneus. We support mainly ICT projects, engineering projects, and life science projects with a specific focus on medtech. So you will see a bit of a selection of these projects now, and we can start with a medtech project called Mikajaki, which is the world's first automated ophthalmologic diagnostic platform. So it is the rare and unique combination of hardware, software with artificial intelligence, robotics, and medical competences. This is, one sweet spot we like to see in Geneva of tech projects dedicated to medical sectors that show how good Geneva and Switzerland in general, but Geneva in particular, and the Geneva Lake more generally, when it comes to the combination of convergent technologies helping medical problems to be solved. So Mikajaki is one of them, and I would like now to show you this video in French presenting their solution.
Pour résumer ce projet, nous avons conçu un système d'intelligence médicale en 3 étapes. La première étape est un assistant virtuel qui combine de très nombreux symptômes permettant d'identifier de très nombreuses maladies au moyen d'un algorithme logique qui permet de minimiser le nombre de questions qui seront posées à chaque patient pour établir son profil diagnostique préalablement à l'examen. Le patient est ensuite dirigé vers une station automatisée, on va démarrer le film, qui permet à la fois de reconnaître l'identité du patient, d'adapter sa taille à la morphologie du patient, à la fois sa taille et la morphologie de son visage, et d'utiliser plusieurs machines de diagnostic du segment antérieur et du segment postérieur pour acquérir de façon complètement automatique différentes données. L'examen dure typiquement moins de 6 minutes et permet de recueillir plus d'une centaine de mesures sur l'œil avec des données de topographie, d'abérométrie, de réfractométrie, de tonométrie, d'imagerie de la rétine à la fois photographique et OCT, d'OCT antérieur et de biométrie. Et donc, au travers de cet examen qui dure quelques minutes seulement, on est capable d'obtenir environ 90% des données qu'utilise un ophtalmologiste pour aboutir à un diagnostic et une prise en charge. Toutes ces données sont résumées dans un rapport très compact qui fait état non seulement des données primaires issues des machines, mais également des calculs permis par l'intelligence artificielle, par exemple pour la prédiction automatisée de la réfraction subjective et la prescription de lunettes ou de lentilles de contact, et le calcul des implants intraoculaires. Vous voyez que ce premier rapport intégré est extrêmement compact et permet aux patients de s'orienter directement vers le spécialiste concerné par le problème qu'il peut poser.
This is Mikajaki. As you see, something that is a combination of different technologies. It now is currently being deployed in the first a medical center in Paris. And this is what typical type of innovation you can find in Switzerland and in Geneva. Let's move now to another company, which is a company mainly active in the IoT, so Internet of Things. It's the ability to connect all different devices at very long distances using very low power network, allowing therefore the batteries to last for long. And with that, you can have very interesting possibilities of new services you can provide when it comes to monitoring, like water monitoring, like for application for smart cities, smart buildings, etc. Orbitwise is a company that comes from a team of ST Microelectronics based in Geneva, and they created this professional carrier grade IoT platform. They have revenues, they have funding, they are profitable, and they are expanding. Now, what is interesting to show with this video is their ability to go until the service, and this is an application which is related to a noise pollution system implemented and today up and running in the ville of Carouge in Geneva. So I will launch the video now. It's also in French.
Autre forme de pollution plus sournoise, le bruit routier. Depuis 2016, la ville de Carouge fait office de pionnière en Suisse. Elle teste 600 capteurs conçus par la PME Orbitwise. Ces boîtiers modélisent subtilement les nuisances sonores.
Ils mesurent le niveau de bruit avec un certain filtre pour s'intéresser à des fréquences qui peuvent, par exemple, dans notre cas, être celles du bruit routier. Le capteur fait un rapport régulier du niveau de bruit ambiant qu'il envoie par une communication sans fil à un logiciel centralisé.
Le service cantonal Sabra a aussitôt montré son intérêt à participer au projet pilote financé par la Confédération. L'installation nécessite peu de maintenance à l'année et ce n'est pas la seule de ses qualités.
On a montré qu'avec nos capteurs, on pouvait avoir une qualité de mesure excellente. On a montré également qu'on pouvait faire un déploiement Internet des objets massif et que ça fonctionne, même si la technologie utilise une infime partie d'ondes et d'énergie. Finalement, la combinaison de la technologie, des instances de gestion de la ville et du métier du Sabra représente finalement un exemple de ce que sera la ville intelligente dans le futur.
Les capteurs sont répartis un peu partout sur les murs de la cité sarde.
On va les placer de telle manière à avoir l'impact du bruit routier. Donc c'est un modèle théorique du Sabra qui est ensuite nourri par les mesures qui sont effectuées par ces capteurs.
La lutte contre le bruit fait partie des missions du Sabra, rappelle Paul Royot.
On parle d'à peu près 120 000 personnes sur le canton de Genève qui subissent la pollution d'origine routière à des niveaux qui sont en dessus des valeurs légales.
Une solution technologique désormais commercialisable qui n'aurait pas vu le jour sans la mise en commun des savoir-faire du public et du privé.
Le partenariat avec Orbitwise, qui est une société locale, a été très important pour nous parce qu'on avait un acteur qui était vraiment très proche de nous, pas seulement géographiquement mais aussi en termes de réponse à nos besoins, donc ils ont été extrêmement flexibles.
Les données analysées à Carouge sont en cours de finalisation. Avec 130 km de route encore à assainir, le potentiel sur le canton est immense. Plus généralement, la dépollution sous toutes ses formes constitue un défi d'avenir pour nos sociétés.
And voila, so you see a technology that comes from the ST Microelectronic Labs and hit the market and is getting developed. I would like to thank you also for this nice video, Alpi City, who is an association supporting this type of companies in ICT that was behind the creation of this video, among others. From engineering, then we move to another sector, which is ICT. With ICT is Inverse. We would like to present you today. Inverse is an EPFL spin-off dealing with live 3D holograms. if you ask yourselves what is going to be our way to interact each other, even now today we are interactive with YouTube or Facebook through a platform, but in the future, in particular with this remote working actually enhanced and promoted, is not impossible that we are going to interact in meetings or in social gatherings with holograms. It's not impossible because actually there are companies working on that. Inverse is one of the worldwide leader of this type of technologies, applying real-time voxel rendering and bidirectional streaming of live volumetric captured holograms. They are working with Logitech already for delivering a solution for video conferencing. And you will see now a video that has no words, no explanation, but just to show you how this hologram technology can become more and more accurate with the increase of sensors and the computer behind. So you will see the complexification from 3 sensors and one rendering computer to 9 sensors and one rendering computer, and up to 16 sensors with 4 people and 1 gaming computer replicating a virtual conference room. So let's see this because it's pretty impressive and can tell you a bit how the future of our meeting will look like. Well, you see, it is definitely impressive, and personally, I see myself not necessarily this year, but in the coming years, having my Christmas dinner around a table with hologram relatives around. You know, it might have its advantages, right? So this is Inverse, virtual reality company mainly, and delivering the specific solution for a market that starts to come out so importantly during these months of new ways of conceiving and imagining our workplace. From virtual reality, we move now to augmented reality. And we will talk about briefly about VLabs. It's an augmented reality for traditional sectors like construction, like public sector for building pipeline or public infrastructures. It's the so-called blue-collar technologies. They have been able to equip with augmented reality and helmet. They can project on the real world the channeling and the pipelines of the plants for helping the workers in these traditional sectors to be more accurate, to be faster, and to be more effective. So they are already working with large public utility companies like Romande Energie, and you're going to see now a video presenting the solution on the field and implemented at Romande Energie.
Alors la méthode conventionnelle pour le marquage du réseau de tous les jours des géomaticiens, c'est l'utilisation du GPS ou de la chouillère. Là, on est en test réalité augmentée. Ça permet aux géomaticiens d'avoir en visuel superposition à travers les lunettes de l'image réelle et puis de l'image du réseau. On visualise en direct la position du câble souterrain et on positionne des points stratégiques sur ce câble. Alors les principaux avantages de l'utilisation des lunettes réalité augmentée, c'est gain de temps, gain d'efficacité, facilité de travail pour le géomaticien. On voit qu'un géomaticien, il a énormément de matériel dans les mains, son GPS, la peinture, les piquets, la massette. Là en l'occurrence, il a les mains quasiment libres. Dans le futur, et ça viendra très vite, on va pouvoir aussi utiliser cette technologie pour le relever. Toutes les nouvelles installations, modifications du réseau, par simple focalisation du regard, tu peux relever tout ce qui sera posé à neuf. Et en fait, ça c'est aussi une grosse simplification pour le travail du géomaticien. Pour Romande Energie, l'utilisation de la réalité augmentée, c'est clairement être précurseur dans l'utilisation de ces nouvelles technologies. Et puis ça démontre encore une fois que Romande Energie s'engage très fort dans l'innovation.
You know, it's really nice and it feels good to see when a technology gets through all the process of transformation, which is the process of innovation, to become really a product that is deployed. And what VLabs is doing, like all the other companies and the companies you will see, it is what is an entrepreneur journey, you know, from getting this idea, imagining and then implementing it, with all the ups and downs. And so I'm very happy and pleased to see when then companies like VLabs have a real impact on the market and they are appreciated by the clients. The last companies we would like to give you a small video of is Kejaco. We go back or we go beyond with MedTech again. We started with MedTech, we finished with MedTech. But now is a MedTech company dedicated to ophthalmology. So again, similar field as the previous one, but this time is for protecting, for preventing people from presbyopia. So the ability or the inability to see from at some point of the age from reading. So the need of reading glasses after 40 or 40-ish years old. And Kejaco has developed a solution for trying to delay this inevitable use of glasses with a minimally invasive and customized ophthalmic intervention. They are currently running a crowdfunding campaign with WeSeed, and here is the video.
Kejaco développe une technologie laser anti-âge pour l'ophtalmologie. Le vieillissement de l'œil se fait sentir à la quarantaine. Vous savez, lorsque notre capacité à voir de près diminue progressivement, insidieusement même. Ce sont les symptômes de la presbytie qui nous touchent tous un jour ou l'autre et qui nous oblige, tôt ou tard, à porter des lunettes de lecture.
Le marché de Keyako est donc évident, puisque cette patientèle recherche le moyen d'échapper à ce symbole du vieillissement. Malheureusement, toutes les solutions actuelles, et même les plus invasives, restent insatisfaisantes.
Oui, il existe des solutions, mais aucune ne traite l'origine du problème. En fait, elles offrent toutes une correction optique, avec bon nombre de défauts. Même la chirurgie réfractive au laser, similaire au LASIK utilisé pour la myopie, offre un compromis tout à fait discutable. Quant à la pose d'un implant premium de manière prématurée, c'est une solution qui reste selon moi à proscrire. Réservons cela pour l'âge de la cataracte, n'est-ce pas?
L'origine de la presbytie, c'est la rigidification progressive du cristallin, qui entraîne la perte de sa capacité d'accommodation naturelle.
Plus le cristallin vieillit, moins il est capable de changer de forme et de puissance optique. Donc, moins il joue son rôle accommodatif. L'image qui se forme alors sur la rétine n'est finalement plus assez nette pour notre cerveau.
La phaco-restauration, développée par Keyako, va apporter la seule solution sans incision, donc peu invasive, capable de redonner une élasticité nouvelle au cristallin.
Notre laser, exactement comme la lumière, traverse la cornée sans l'endommager. En revanche, il est focalisé dans le cristallin pour effectuer les modifications nécessaires. Ces interactions entre le laser et le cristallin sont programmées sur mesure. C'est notre savoir-faire et notre modèle numérique propriétaire qui nous permettent de déterminer la zone optimale à traiter. Chaque patient obtiendra donc ainsi un confort visuel adapté à la vie active.
Ce procédé de réjuvénation cristallinienne permettra d'obtenir une vision confortable et sans lunettes, même dans des conditions de faible luminosité.
L'étude du marché révèle une attente réelle des patients. Et tous les chirurgiens rencontrés ont confirmé la nécessité d'une innovation pour traiter la presbytie, s'appuyant sur une technologie laser rassurante et qui, enfin, permettrait de retrouver une véritable accommodation cristallinienne.
Il ressort des sondages que les chirurgiens souhaiteraient garantir à leurs patients une augmentation d'au moins 1 dioptrie.
Nos premiers essais ex vivo ont donné des résultats très encourageants, avec un gain d'amplitude d'accommodation dynamique supérieur à 1 dioptrie et demie. Notre prochaine étape, c'est de retranscrire ces performances in vivo. Et nous vous proposons de nous rejoindre dès aujourd'hui pour faire partie des pionniers de la phaco-restauration. La première phase d'essai in vivo va d'abord confirmer la sécurité du traitement, pour nous permettre ensuite de planifier la validation clinique chez l'homme. D'ici 2024, nous serons donc en mesure d'ouvrir les négociations avec les acteurs stratégiques qui connaissent déjà l'intérêt d'une telle technologie. À bientôt!
Yeah, Keyako is in the process of now validating the clinical trials, and they're extremely promising. And this is a company that we will see on the market hopefully very soon. With this, we finished the videos of the companies we would like to present you, just to give you an idea of what we do at Fongit together with Geneus. I would like now to go very quickly on some good news of our startups before then handing it over to Ingeborg for some Geneus news. We had some interesting good news from our startups. Let's start with Player. Player is a professional laser monitoring of particles of air. They are capable with a patented technology to detect in real time pollen and pollutants in the air. What is incredible of this company is that the technology, which is unique, now has finally found its way, is growing now successfully, and it took a bit of time to find exactly the good use of this technology, but now the growth is pretty remarkable. And the proof is that they just signed a relevant partnership agreement with MBV AG, which is a leader, a worldwide leader, a global leader in the microbiologic surveillance of the air. and they will provide their technology with this partner. Player is a very good story to tell for Geneva because it's a story that comes from the university labs. The University of Geneva had originally incubated the idea and the research of these two incredible founders that you see here in the picture. And then later on, Fongit supported the company to get established and to develop. And now they are completely independent and now they're developing very, very fast. So congratulations, Claire, for this great achievement. Another company quickly ramping up is Quantum Integrity. Is a company that develops with artificial intelligence techniques forgery and digital manipulation of both image and video. So you see the impact that can have with all the fake news, with the frauds, insurances, with all the possible things that you can imagine that where this technology can be applicable. They are working closely with the PFL, and they're developing now this technology that already is in beta trial, is in pilot with some relevant clients, and they have been awarded the best pitch from European Innovation Council e-pitching session 1 month ago. That shows that Swiss technology is validated also at the European level. The third company I will quickly mention is Excelterra, mainly because it is the period of the falling trees. It is the period of the foliage. I mean, I think all of us are walking around with this nice weekend days to see all the nature around us. And this company's technology coming from the United States and established in Switzerland is helping actually all the soil depletion by doing a technology treatment with several patents. It's interesting there is an article on Letton that I invite you to check, and this is kind of a very practical but very high-tech clean tech approach that Excelterra provides. Just to conclude about the companies, we would like to mention this news about JSR Life Sciences, which is a Japanese, American and Japanese multinational in the biopharma, and they decided to establish here in Geneva, actually taking 9,000 square meters just next door in the same building where Fongit is. Why this is important news? Because this is a news that comes from the past. So in the entrepreneurial journey, when you think about a company starting, developing, and having a success, and even at some point if the company gets sold, making an impact, a social impact, an economic impact for the region, a region like Geneva, this is a very good example. Why? Because everything starts with a company called Selexis. Selexis was established at the PFL, then moved to Geneva, University of Geneva. It was 2001 when the founder, Igor Fish, started this company. And since then, the company has been supported by Fongit and grew, and then became a leader in the field. The company got acquired a few years ago, but still the company keeps developing here in Geneva. So if you want to have a clear and measurable example of what is an impact when it comes to a supporting organization like Fongit, like many others, go and check this example, because for us is the blueprint of what we are doing and what should be done when we need to support innovative entrepreneurs. So they're coming here, they're setting up here with more than 250 highly qualified new jobs. The final message I'd like to give is related to InnoSwiss. I just briefly mentioned before. InnoSwiss, on the 11th of November of this month, made an extremely encouraging and important announcement, in our opinion. They launched this Force d'Innovation Suisse program through InnoSuisse, which allows now the innovation projects of InnoSuisse that are done together with an implementation partner, a company, a small, medium enterprise, or a startup, but up to 500 employees, to work with universities and getting financed by InnoSuisse. This is already a program that exists and is extremely successful. But now, this new program will allow, in terms of contribution from the private company, from the startup, or from the small medium enterprise, to contribute instead of the 50% originally planned, now to the 30%. And in specific case, also the contribution in kind, in money, will be waived. So there is no need anymore to pay for the part of the money, the contribution that the company has to provide. What is the message here that InnoSuisse gives? And I think this is a very important measure. They want to give a clear message to the startups, but also to small, medium enterprise, that we can come out from the crisis only by investing in innovation. I mean, I think you have been hearing this quite a lot now, that all the great, or some of the greatest innovation just came out during this period of crisis. This is true, and you can see, all the examples of the previous crisis, but also of the present ones. And InnoSuisse just is there for encouraging small, medium enterprises, including startups, to launch innovation programs together with the excellent universities and research centers we have in Switzerland, and they will contribute even more to that effort. So I invite you to go and check this program on InnoSuisse, because this is the moment to do innovation, and this program will go on for 21 and 22 as well. I think I said a lot, and sorry, I've been probably a bit long, but it was a lot of material, and now I think it's time to hand it over to Geneus. I see the building in the picture. I see the small picture of Ingeborg. I see a lot of events. I see a lot of companies. Ingeborg, do you want to take it over?
Thank you, Antonio. And first up, I would like to mention that it was so nice to see the startups, the Fongit startups in action. Huh? Because it's like a preview of what our future would look like. And I think, well, you must agree with me, that's also the fascinating aspect of working with high-tech startups and actually seeing their vision become reality. And I already look forward to having a meeting, next time in that futuristic office from Inverse. That would be really cool. So yeah, we're right in the middle of Global Entrepreneurship Week, and we're really fan of this week. It's a wonderful opportunity to let people who are considering entrepreneurship know what type of support they can receive, and also to show actually what we're doing. And as you may know, Geneus is based in Campus Biotech Innovation Park, which is also part of the EPFL Innovation Park. And we opened our virtual doors this Tuesday, where we had presentations from selected startups, foundations, and other organizations. So we had here, for example, ABCDX, who has developed a rapid test after somebody hits his head to determine what type of brain injury the person has. That reduces the time from hours to 15 minutes only to determine this. And we had IBAMed, who you may know well, who are also based at Campus Biotech Innovation Park, who are treating heart arrhythmias with proton therapy. And we see here Arthur Roach from Court Therapeutics, who recently got very good news. They raised 16 million in their A round for developing medication against rare diseases. So it was a really beautiful event. And if you want to see the replay, there are the links on the chat. We also made a wonderful brochure. The team actually did that with all the entities of Campus Biotech Innovation Park, plus their descriptions. And if you want to know, or if you want to get a hold on that brochure, just let us know. Send us an email to info@geneus.ch. So also on Tuesday, we had our own Geneus demo day. And for the first time, we had to do this online. And this was actually really nice. We did it in 30 minutes sharp. We had 7 projects pitching, following by productive exchanges, because as you know, having the peers interacting with each other, that's where really the learning happens. And if you want to know about Geneus and how we can support you, if you have an idea in life sciences, then please contact us as well. I also would like to make you aware about the events run by eSpace. It's really interesting because it's an interfaculty student association, or an association created by students. And they organize a really wonderful series of masterclasses during the Global Entrepreneurship Week with great speakers I saw from the EPFL, Tech for Impact, the Global Shapers, Unitech. So really wide variety of events. And you can still sign up to today's event. So here's a link to the live stream. And tonight, Geneus will also be there to discuss how to become the change maker of tomorrow. And we'll be joined by the co-directeur général d'Initiative of Change Switzerland, and also DJ Fischer, who is the president of the group Sportif Servette. And my husband is already very jealous. So on the 3rd of December, and this is something you also mentioned, Antonio, that it's so nice to, oh sorry, it was actually James who mentioned this. It's so nice to be able in this week to have even more intense collaboration with our partners. And well, this is actually coming up on the 3rd of December. It's a collaboration between EPFL Innovation Parks, Incubator La Forge, InnoPeaks, which is by Groupe Mutuel, and in partnership with Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, Geneus, and Pulse. And there will be a pitch competition, and the startups can win 10,000 francs, and 30 startups already signed up. And the cool thing, it will be, again, in the line of the inverse presentation, it will be run in virtual booths inside the Swiss Tech Convention Center that will be modelized in 3D for this event. So we have about 5 of the Geneus projects also pitching that. It will be really cool. And that's it for us. I think we're going back to Fongit right now.
Oh, great. Thank you very much. And I think I can hand it over to James. James, are you there?
Yes. So as you mentioned, Antonio, entrepreneurs that connect with Fongit's Innovation Nation get to not only learn from the startups that you presented, we're for innovators by innovators, but also they have access to amazing coaches who have actually made the entrepreneurial journey themselves and want to give back by helping the next generation. And another advantage of the Fongit full support that you were talking about are our workshops, where we're able to bring in world thought leaders to talk about the subjects that are really crucial to growing startups. And here are 2 quick highlights that of last month, actually of this month of November. We just completed the Entrepreneurial Excellence series with Deborah Price from Arcadia, who are the architects of change. She did that virtually from the UK. And we covered 3 topics. The first one, how to run effective client meetings. What are the values and motivators and needs of your clients? Because as we know, the key failure mode of startups is that you're developing something that is not meeting the client needs precisely. So firstly, understanding that. Then powerful questioning and active listening. And in the final session, effective communication. And on Tuesday, as part of Global Entrepreneurship Week, we were lucky to have David Trevors, who's purchasing director at Procter & Gamble. And he was able to share his insights on negotiation demystified. So you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. And he led a powerful and practical session. There were 38 attendees. And some of the precious takeaways that were covered were how important it is to know what you want, how do you want it, and why do you want it? What exactly is your need? And of course, on the other side, trying to understand your counterparts, innovators. Some of the secrets he shared with us, you won't find in a textbook, is that people use negotiate tactics, but every tactic has a countermeasure. And another surprising point was, in meetings, you have this chit chat at the beginning to hear how the person's doing, discussing the weather. It turns out that meetings that start with that chit chat have 80% greater chance to result in a deal than ones that go straight to the point. So the value of opening positively, the importance of identifying your decision maker, and also about how to make concessions gradually rather and in a controlled manner in a negotiation. So we invite you to sign up to Fongit's newsletter, where we share these events with external members of our community, and we'll be covering the next Fongit Force shortly, which will be about leadership. So it is Global Entrepreneurship Week, and it's still 2 days to go. This evening, there's going to be the Concours de la meilleure idée, where students can pitch their new innovation idea to a jury of experts and win support packages. There's a Fongit and a Geneus prize for life sciences, for the best life sciences idea. So we're really excited to be on the jury there and to discover the talent that is there. In fact, I'll be giving a presentation about how to pitch online to a jury at 4 o'clock, and it'll be in French. So if you want to catch that, you can find it on Libérez vos idées. And the other fabulous part of this week is learning from innovators that have taken the journey just a bit ahead of you. And so you see Javier, who's the CEO of Inverse, the company with the augmented reality hologram setup that Antonio was showing earlier. Well, he'll be talking about his challenges. And we also have Lynn Durham, who is the CEO of a very exciting life sciences company which tackles autism. And that's really a superstar company in our ecosystem. So sign up to see them while you're eating your lunch on Friday. You can see it all on Libérez vos idées online. And this is an exciting event we're going to announce. You're the first people to hear it, actually. So together with Eclosion, we're setting up a Geneva Life Sciences Startup Showcase. So Eclosion and Fongit have selected 6 of the top life sciences startups, and they'll give a pitch about what they're doing, their innovations over 8 minutes. And we'll also have a pitch from Professor Oliver Hartley about how to go from discovery to market, the challenges and solutions for biotech startups. And he has a really unique point of view, because not only has he got a startup, he's also a researcher in life sciences at the University of Geneva, and he served as an advisory board member at Eclosion for a number of years. So it's going to be fascinating seeing his perspective, and that's something, if you're interested in life sciences, send an email to events@fongit.ch and we'll get back to you. So this is next month's Fongit Force. It's actually a collaboration with an organization that does virtual coffees for business professionals. And every week, normally on a Thursday, between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock our time, they get a thought leader to talk about some of the insights about business psychology, neuroscience, marketing, and business. And each week there's a different subject, and you can pick the subject that you choose. It's free of charge. And on the 10th of December, I'll be presenting about leading with skill and managing for high performance. So we'll be thinking about, you know, who were the leaders that got the best performance out of you? How did they do it? And how can you become that inspirational leader? On the management side, how to build engaged teams and the right culture of recognition and reward. And it's coming to the end of the year and you'll be having your employee feedback sessions, how to give useful feedback to your team so that you are engaged and perform with greater skill in the future. Okay, and to see about all the activities at Fongit and at Geneus, please follow us on our socials and sign up on our newsletters. You will find in the newsletters some events that are for the insiders, so we can really recommend getting those invitations directly. And of course, please feel free to repost news from our Innovation Nation to show that you're part of this vibrant community. So with that, we welcome any questions that you have. As Antonio mentioned, if some of you have specific questions about Fongit and our support in English or in French, you can write an email quickly to events@fongit.ch and we'll have a quick presentation and meetup virtually immediately after we finish this Café Croissant. Okay, Antonio, back to you.
Thank you, James. I don't know if there is any, maybe I was having actually a question for Ingeborg while waiting for the question, because I think it's important for the people who are listening in terms of entrepreneurial activity. Since you are on the front line, you are the first one of the first entry door for all the entrepreneurs that are not yet sure they want to be entrepreneurs. They're starting to launch their project to see where they're evolving or not, in particular in life science, but not only, because we see that you are actually welcoming more and more diversified type of projects. During these last months and even during these last weeks, due to this ramping up again of this weird situation, are you seeing? How do you see the number of projects, the quality of projects? Do you see any entrepreneurial activity affected by that? So are the entrepreneurs, impacted by this overall situation or not? Or how?
Yes, thank you, Antonio, for the question. Well, in terms of activity and how many projects we're supporting, that's really as normal and even increasing. So that can have to do with the fact that obviously we exist now for 4 years. So our footprint is obviously getting larger anyway. We did have a little bit of a slow time during summer, but a huge ramp up after the rentrée. And the way I see it is, I think the entrepreneurs have become more inventive. Somehow their ability to stick their heads out of the sand and look around really what's happening is something that they now do across the board because they have to, because market needs have changed so much. The uncertainty is really hitting everybody. And entrepreneurs are more than any other type of I would say, business people. able to look at this and to really act with flexibility. So that's really interesting. We see a lot of agility, a lot of pivoting, but also a lot of determination and a lot of hope, and definitely a lot of new innovations, because that's inevitable with crises.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to hear that. I think all the people watching at this Café Croissant are happy and are encouraged, because entrepreneurs are starting during this period of crisis mostly, and you are just proving this point, and it is great to see them striving.
Yeah, they do say the one strategic strength of a startup is agility, and we're really seeing that at the moment. The other strength that we have is our startup community, and we can see actually a message coming from Petra Svetlana offering help. So she says, does Fongit need help? I'd like to help your entrepreneurs with my marketing and commercial experience. So how can someone with these external skills contribute to our startups and engage with our startup community?
I think under normal circumstances, this is a pretty straightforward answer, and is just to get to connect, to the best way to find opportunities of this type and really helping entrepreneurs is just getting to know each other. And normally events are the best place to do this. In particular, this kind of informal gatherings like the one we are having, that we will hopefully soon will have back in physical presence. These Café Croissants, those are, I think, some very important checkpoints for starting to know entrepreneurs, and then finding their needs, and then starting to work on a very flexible basis, and then gaining mutual confidence and trust in the relationship in order to establish something maybe even deeper in the future. So I think talking to the entrepreneurs and in a very informal way is the best way to do it and understand their needs. Now, since we're not in the normal condition, I think the events that have most interactions are the most suited for getting to know each other. And I think in this case, the workshop you were mentioning, James, like the Fongit Force, are very useful for people to know other people, to know entrepreneurs, and to understand their needs. So, in fact, this is, in my opinion, for the time being, the best way to get to know the entrepreneurs and their needs.
And we do offer that if you want to send us your CV, we have a place where we store the CVs of talented individuals, and that's in a confidential space, and it's where our coaches and our entrepreneurs go when they're looking for talent. So feel free, if you're willing, that we store that for the future. Very often we do get these requests, and that's the tool that we use to find the right people. If not, we look forward to meeting you at one of our events and getting to know you better.
Yeah. Is there any other question? If this is not the case, I think we're done. We're almost on time, I think, so which is good. And thank you, Ingeborg, for your presence, for your intervention. Thank you, James. Now I'm joining you in the cafeteria with the mask for a nice warm coffee. Thank you all, in particular, for participating. And yeah, it's always very, very good to feel the entrepreneurial community around us, helping each other really to progress. And we look forward to seeing you next Café Croissant. It will be 1 month time, more or less. It will be the Panettone Croissant, Café Panettone, because we will serve our beloved panettone. And until then, I mean, I wish you all the best, and goodbye from me and from all of us for now. Take care.
Goodbye. And if you want to learn more about Fongit in the next 5 minutes, we'll be having that online meetup. So just feel free to send a quick email to events@fongit.ch. And we'll see you in a few moments.
Bye.
Bye-bye.